campus of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and the studios of Anderson Hall. This is Star City News Now.
Welcome to Star City News. I'm Andrew Ward.
And I'm Meghin Williams. For our first story today, the crime rate is down in Lincoln. Statistics for 2013 show the city's overall rate dropped 7.8%. Mayor Chris Beitler gave credit to the community for playing a big role in keeping the city safe. The public safety director said the long-term drop in crime is similar to what is happening nationally. An autopsy is scheduled today for a body found in South Lincoln. Police identified the man as Timothy Lanham. He was found early Wednesday morning near the train tracks at 8th Street and Pioneer. The investigation continues today to find the cause of his death.
Watch out when you're checking your UNL email. The university has issued a scam alert. Students and faculty should ignore emails asking them to confirm their library accounts. They should also not open any web links inside the message. If you've already done so, contact the Computer Help Center immediately. Staying with news from UNL, the university may have some problems with its budget. Amanda Saltero is live at Camfield with more.
That's right. UNL is looking for ways to balance a $4.65 million budget deficit, which includes cuts for faculty and staff. I went out today to hear reactions from students and teachers.
Well, actually, I don't think that's fair because they're the ones here who are providing us our education.
Carol McDowell is a junior Children, Youth, and Family Sciences major. She says she understands firsthand how unfair it is for teachers to be receiving the budget cut, while UNL is renovating many different buildings on campus.
While it is nice to have an updated union or new dorms or whatever that's happening around campus, a new stadium and everything, I don't think it's fair to take money away from them because this is their livelihood. This is how they, provide for their families, support their kids if they have them.
One student I spoke to says this doesn't really affect him, and he understands why Perlman would want to take care of it now.
Hindsight's 20/20, and it's never too late to start doing stuff. So,
faculty and staff are the ones who could be taking a direct hit. Scott Winter has been teaching at UNL for 9 years and said every spring there's some concern, but now he wants to know why.
What I really am more interested in is figuring out why we have this deficit and what are the processes that we can change to make up for that. And if that's recruitment and that's putting more of our money toward that and putting resources toward that instead of towards other things, I think that would help. I also think it would be a great thing if the football program just dumped $4.6 million into the academic budget.
One staff member who is new to UNL this year says he isn't too worried about the cutback.
At this point, it doesn't affect me. I know that there will be a lot of costs that are cut. Hopefully those don't go into staff positions. Hopefully they are fringe things that they can cut.
I reached out to Harvey Perlman and the Chancellor's office, and nobody was able to speak with me on this issue. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Amanda. Hopefully we can hear from Perlman soon with some answers about what's going on with the budget cuts.
I hope so too. Now to some more national news. Immigration reform is close to reality in Nebraska. 14 state senators signed a resolution to take action in a press conference Wednesday. 31 other states have passed similar resolutions to show a national focus on the issue. Around 35,000 undocumented immigrants live in Nebraska.
The West Haymarket is ready to see ice year-round, but not without some questions. The Brislow Ice Center is estimated to cost $11 million. It will be owned and managed by the university. The Haymarket is thinking about giving $2 billion from the Arena Fund to help with construction. But UNL has some questions about why the cost for the center is so high. A public hearing to talk about concerns will be on February 13th at 3 p.m.
Marcus Graham Theaters may be offering something other than popcorn.
I wonder what that could be. Let's hear more with our own Brian Colbert in the studio.
Well, the snowstorm may be gone, but it sure left behind some cold temps. When can we expect to warm up? I'm meteorologist Tyler Hurley, and coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Amber Michael will have your full forecast.
Thanks, Tyler. Our Chief Meteorologist Amber Michael will be coming up later with that full forecast.
Stay tuned here on Star City News.
The Lincoln Children's Museum is an exciting family experience for everyone. It offers 3 floors of hands-on exhibits and imaginative programs that allow children and adults to discover the adventure of learning through play together. Build, dance, play, climb, sing, and laugh at the Lincoln Children's Museum in Lincoln, Nebraska. Here you can be whatever and go wherever your imagination takes you. The Lincoln Children's Museum invites children to create, discover, and learn through the power of play.
More than 4 million lives are saved each year, thanks to ordinary people who simply donate a pint of blood. One simple donation can save up to 3 lives. The friendly staff of the Nebraska Community Blood Bank are there with everything needed to help you be that hero. Saving lives is just an appointment away. Call 402-486-9414 to set up your appointment today. Be the hero.
Get in touch with your state history at the Nebraska History Museum. Even if you're from out of state, the Nebraska History Museum provides an excellent look into the life of Nebraska, from the very first Nebraskans to more recent times. The museum has so many exhibits to draw you in and really discover Nebraska's past. The Nebraska History Museum is located at 15th and P Streets, so come visit today for some quality history.
Welcome back to Star City News. I'm Andrew Ward.
And I'm Meghin Williams. The nation's second largest drugstore chain will no longer be a provider of tobacco products. That's right, CVS, after years of pressure from health advocates and medical providers, will become the first national pharmacy to stop selling tobacco. Focusing more on becoming a healthcare store won't come without loss. Without the sale of tobacco products, they are giving up about $2 billion in annual sales. The bill for a winner-take-all system in the presidential election was withdrawn yesterday. If passed, the candidate who won statewide would have taken all the state's electoral votes. A state lawmaker thought he had the votes needed to advance the bill, but then realized he would come up short when trying to end Senator Ernie Chambers' extended debate.
A Bellevue school was without water for several hours today. A water main break cut off Birchcrest Elementary supply. No running water worked as the kids entered the building this morning. It was restored when MUD repaired the break around 10:45 this morning. Crest is coming up with new ways to make you smile. Their new line of toothpaste is introducing non-traditional flavors. This includes mint, chocolate, lime, and vanilla. I know I might want to get some of that vanilla. That sounds pretty good to me.
I'm more of a chocolate fan, but we'll see how that goes.
Marcus Theater's attempt to sell alcohol to customers at its downtown Grand Cinema has hit its snag. Star City's Brian Colbert with more.
Want to add an adult beverage to your dinner and movie night? Marcus Theaters has applied for a liquor license to sell alcohol and allow its customers to take drinks into the theater while they enjoy their movie. However, an ordinance made in 1949 has complicated the process. The ordinance prohibits kids under the age of 16 from being in any establishment that serves alcohol after 9 p.m. The application is scheduled for a hearing before the City Council on Monday. For Star City News, I'm Brian Colbert.
Thanks, Brian. The wind chill has been pretty bad out there today, Megan.
It definitely has. I definitely had to layer up, but let's see how the rest of the week's looking with Star City's Chief Meteorologist, Amber Michael.
Here's what's happening outside right now. This is Star City News weather.
Well, guys, as we see, the weather has been relatively quiet as compared to a couple days ago as this high pressure system moves in. Although the skies have been clear, the temperatures are still plenty cold. With 5 in Hastings and 5 in Columbus, temperatures aren't even making it above 10 degrees. Now, as we look at our satellite tonight, we can see clouds moving through the area and clearing out overnight, so creating cooler temperatures overnight, but moving back in through tomorrow, creating, again, cooler temperatures for tomorrow. So tonight, negative 9 degrees expected in Columbus and -5 expected in Omaha. So a bitterly cold night, bundle up, and we'll get through that all together. So tomorrow, highs a little bit warmer with 17 degrees expected in Columbus, 16 degrees expected in Hastings, so a little bit warmer as we go into tomorrow. Our 7-day forecast, this evening, 6 degrees expected for this evening as the clouds do clear out. A west wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Going into tonight, again, -7 expected for tonight. Partly cloudy skies, a southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now tomorrow, again, 14 degrees expected for your high. Partly sunny skies, southeast wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. As we go into our 7-day forecast now, again, 14 degrees expected for our high tomorrow. A little bit warmer with 26 expected for our high on Saturday. If you're going to Dinosaurs and Disasters, it'll be quite the nice day for that. So again, going into the weekend, 12 degrees expected for Monday. A slight chance of snow on Monday. Again, a little bit cooler as we go into the next week, but look at that, 34 expected for Wednesday, finally getting above freezing. For Star City News, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Michael. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Amber. Are parents taking child obesity too lightly? And who's going for gold in the Winter Olympics?
All that and more with Star City News after the break.
Thousands of people safely donate plasma every day. All it takes is a little time to save people with bleeding disorders, immune deficiencies, severe burns, trauma, and other conditions. Our highly trained staff follows strict safety guidelines when collecting your plasma to ensure your well-being and comfort. Plasma is the important source material used to make life-saving medicines, and it can only come from healthy adults. Save a life today. Donate plasma at Biomat, where we have pride for donors and passion for patients.
Don't let the disability you face stop you from going to the places you need to go. Through the busing system of Lincoln StarTran, the Handy Van services are there to give you the transportation you need. Everybody has places they need to go within the city. Handy Van will ensure that you are able to get there. For questions or to apply, search Lincoln Handy Van online or call 402-441-7871 today. Your destination awaits.
This year marks the 50th anniversary of the Sheldon Art Museum being open here in Lincoln, Nebraska. The Sheldon Art Museum is open 10 to 8 Tuesdays, 10 to 5 Wednesday through Saturday, and 12 to 5 on Sundays. Entrance is free to the public. Be sure to come see all of the works here at the Sheldon Art Museum.
Welcome back to Star City News. I'm Meghin Williams.
And I'm Andrew Ward. According to the CDC, obesity is affecting about 17% of children in the U.S.
Star City's Brianna Foster has more.
Baby fat could signify a big health concern. According to psychology graduate student Alyssa Lundahl, more than 50% of parents don't realize that their child is overweight.
I think it's definitely a major issue. Over a third of children in the U.S. are obese right now, overweight or obese.
Dr. Carla Lester founded Teach a Kid to Fish, a nonprofit focused on preventing and reducing obesity in the city. She says there are solutions.
The important thing is that all pediatricians and family physicians who see children are early on, starting at age 2, measuring body mass index, showing the parents the objective data, showing them the growth chart, showing them the trend, talking to them about their child's weight status, but more importantly, talking to them about consistent prevention messages.
Lundahl, along with UNL professor Timothy Nelson, looked at 69 studies worldwide that ranged from 1990 to 2012. They looked at factors such as diets and eating patterns.
Experts recommend that children balance at least 1 hour of physical activity per day with healthy eating.
For Star City News, I'm Brianna Foster.
Thanks, Brianna. The Winter Olympics start tonight, and Nebraska football added some new players yesterday.
Ryan Swanigan with sports has more.
It's time for sports on Star City News.
I'm Ryan Swanigan. Guys, high school football players around the nation backed up their verbal commitments with signed letters of intent yesterday. Nebraska football added some talent to its own roster, and Star City's Andrew Ward has more on that. A guy that Andrew talked about in his package says that Darlington enrolled at UNL in the beginning of this semester, and because of that, he will be making an appearance in the red-white spring game on April 12th. Getting to the Nebraska walk-ons as the walk-on tradition continues as well on National Signing Day. The Big Red added 18 walk-ons to the recruiting class of 2014. 2 out-of-state recruits, one from New York and one from Michigan, highlight this year's list of walk-ons. Also notable are 2 Lincoln area players, Brian Reimers from East and Austin Rose from North Star. The Olympics are finally here. Opening ceremonies from Sochi, Russia will be aired on NBC tomorrow night starting at 6:30 Central Time. Preliminary rounds are underway today for figure skating, freestyle skiing, and snowboarding. The first events in which medals will be awarded will include biathlon, cross-country and freestyle skiing, snowboarding, and speed skating, and all beginning on Saturday. To Nebraska women's basketball, and after a 71-70 overtime victory against Wisconsin, the women's basketball will come home to the Pinnacle Bank Arena on Saturday, hosting the 24th-ranked Michigan State Spartans. The 22nd-ranked Huskers will look to avenge their loss from earlier this season in East Lansing at 2 p.m. Can't make it downtown? No worries. The game will be televised on BTN. And finally, Nebraska softball begins their 2014 campaign tomorrow morning in Las Cruces, New Mexico. The Huskers will face UTEP, followed by New Mexico State, and 2 games against Florida State as a part of the Hotel Encanto Invitational. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Ryan. The Biggest Loser controversy and a movie about kids' toys.
Star City's Connor Stang has more with social media.
Stay connected with the latest social media here on Star City News.
What's up, guys? I'm Connor Stang, and here's what's happening on social media. Twitter investors will not be favoriting the latest on their shares. Slow user growth has caused the stock to decline by more than 20%. Today's markets opened at $50 after being as high as $73 in December. Chancellor Harvey Perlman has a message to students about the weather. He hopes that it's the most adversity they will ever face. It's the late Bob Marley's birthday today. He would have been 69. People all over Twitter are paying tribute to the reggae legend. The winner of The Biggest Loser is creating quite a stir on Twitter. Rachel Fredrickson lost 155 pounds this season, which led people to wonder if it's safe. If you want to see one of your favorite toys on the big screen, then you are in luck. Tomorrow, the Lego Movie comes out. Actor Will Arnett plays Batman in the film and tweeted out this photo. That's what's trending today. For social media, I'm Connor Stang.
Thanks, Connor. Selena Gomez admitted herself into rehab this week, and a celebrity is running for Congress.
See what's happening in the entertainment world with Star City's Linning Burning when we come back.
The Lincoln Children's Museum is an exciting family experience for everyone. It offers 3 floors of hands-on exhibits and imaginative programs that allow children and adults to discover the adventure of learning through play together. Build, dance, play, climb, sing, and laugh at the Lincoln Children's Museum in Lincoln, Nebraska. Here you can be whatever and go wherever your imagination takes you. The Lincoln Children's Museum invites children to create, discover, and learn through the power of play.
More than 4 million lives are saved each year, thanks to ordinary people who simply donate a pint of blood. One simple donation can save up to 3 lives. The friendly staff of the Nebraska Community Blood Bank are there with everything needed to help you be that hero. Saving lives is just an appointment away. Call 402-486-9414 to set up your appointment today. Be the hero.
Get in touch with your state history at the Nebraska History Museum. Even if you're from out of state, the Nebraska History Museum provides an excellent look into the life of Nebraska, from the very first Nebraskans to more recent times. The museum has so many exhibits to draw you in and really discover Nebraska's past. The Nebraska History Museum is located at 15th and P Streets, so come visit today for some quality history.
Welcome back to Star City News. Downtown Lincoln is shaking things up this week.
That's right. Live music will be all over the place. A festival titled Lincoln Exposes this week, and it runs until Saturday night. It will be held at the Bourbon Theater, the Zoo Bar, and Duffy's Tavern. Star City's Brianna Foster talked with the Bourbon Theater's publicist, Dustin Hunke, who says to expect a lot.
It's kind of grown to encompass all three of the venues that kind of exist right in the same exact area. And it's just really a showcase of all local talent and a really easy way to see a lot of bands in a very short amount of time.
Thanks, Brianna, and it looks like a fun weekend.
Now we're going to catch up with the rest of the entertainment news with our own Lindsay Burning.
Hey Star City, there's a lot going on in the entertainment world this week. After 22 years, America has to say goodbye. The Tonight Show host Jay Leno's last episode will be later today. The king of late-night TV has held the #1 slot among viewers since he took over for Johnny Carson in 1992. Leno will pass the torch to Jimmy Fallon later this month. Tune in to NBC at 10:35 to see guests Billy Crystal and Garth Brooks send him off. Singer Selena Gomez secretly checked into rehab. The 21-year-old spent 2 weeks in a facility at Arizona at the beginning of January. This was shortly after she canceled the Australian leg of her tour. Her rep said it was not for substance abuse. In a statement, Gomez says, "It has become clear to me and those close to me that after many years putting my work first, I need to spend some time on myself in order to be the best person I can be." And American Idol star Clay Aiken is running for Congress. The singer announced Wednesday he will be a Democratic candidate for a seat in North Carolina. Here's a clip from his promotional video.
I do want to help bring back, at least to my corner of North Carolina, the idea that someone can go to Washington to represent all the people, whether they voted for you or not. And maybe we can play a small part in igniting that change across the rest of our country. This is why I'm running for Congress.
Aiken has been an advocate on gay and lesbian issues as well as working on a presidential commission focused on special education. And lastly, Jeff Dunham is coming to Lincoln. You can catch the ventriloquist comedian Sunday at the Pinnacle Bank Arena. Tickets are still available on StubHub for around $60. Well, that's it for your entertainment fix. For Star City News, I'm Lindsay Burning.
Thanks, Lindsay. Get those resumes ready because UNL is hosting a career prep night.
Veronica Grizzle has the details and more with today's edition of U News.
Get the latest campus info with U News.
Hey guys, I'm Veronica Grizzle, and here is the latest in university news. Sitting on the couch wishing for that dream job? Put down the remote, comb your hair, and put on your slacks. UNL is having a career prep night right now until 7 p.m. It will include a panel of recruiters from a variety of industries discussing what they look for in a prospective employee. Come out to the Union tonight so that you can land that perfect job. Don't waste time getting frostbite when you can download the StarTran Bus Tracker. The app allows students and residents of Lincoln to view real-time GPS data of the city bus system on your phone. Find out where your next bus is and a prediction of when it will arrive at your stop. Download it in the App Store or Google Play. If you have a fresh George Washington in your wallet and are looking for a good time, the Ross is playing 3 movies tonight for only $1. How could that get any better? Well, they are also serving popcorn and drinks for the same price. You can see The Invisible Woman, The Punk Singer, or the 2014 Oscar shorts. Just don't forget your NUID and those crisp dollar bills. Warm up those vocal cords. Campus Nightlife is hosting live band karaoke tomorrow from 8 to 11 p.m. This event is taking place in the City Union's Centennial Room. Even if you don't want to perform, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the talent, or lack thereof. That's it for U News. I'm Veronica Grizzle. Back to you guys.
That was Veronica Grizzle. Those $1 movies sound like a treat.
Yeah, cheap date night for any of you guys that are in a relationship right now. We're going to kick the break and then be right back. This is Star City News.
The Lincoln Children's Museum is an exciting family experience for everyone. It offers 3 floors of hands-on exhibits and imaginative programs that allow children and adults to discover the adventure of learning through play together. Build, dance, play, climb, sing, and laugh at the Lincoln Children's Museum in Lincoln, Nebraska. Here you can be whatever and go wherever your imagination takes you. The Lincoln Children's Museum invites children to create, discover, and learn through the power of play.
More than 4 million lives are saved each year, thanks to ordinary people who simply donate a pint of blood. One simple donation can save up to 3 lives. The friendly staff of the Nebraska Community Blood Bank are there with everything needed to help you be that hero. Saving lives is just an appointment away. Call 402-486-9414 to set up your appointment today. Be the hero.
Get in touch with your state history at the Nebraska History Museum. Even if you're from out of state, the Nebraska History Museum provides an excellent look into the life of Nebraska, from the very first Nebraskans to more recent times. The museum has so many exhibits to draw you in and really discover Nebraska's past. The Nebraska History Museum is located at 15th and P Streets, so come visit today for some quality history.
Welcome back to Star City News. I'm Megan Williams.
And I'm Andrew Ward. Well, that recruiting video that Ryan Swanigan was trying to play during sports is up and running. Here's what happened. Here it is.
Football coaches everywhere can take it easy for a while. The 2014 recruiting season is over. The Huskers signed 24 recruits from around the country on National Signing Day yesterday, including 4-star players like Florida quarterback Zach Darlington and Nevada offensive lineman Nick Gates.
There's a lot of hard work that was put into, getting this class together. Feel good about them, on the surface of what their potential is.
Recruiting these players has become difficult today. Even resources like Nebraska's Memorial Stadium doesn't grab their attention.
Coaches now have to use any resource possible to reel in the recruits. Phone calls, text messages, Facebook, Twitter. Even other recruits are now getting into the act.
That's where Luke Gifford comes in. The Lincoln Southeast senior was the first to commit to the Huskers back in March, and since then, he has done a little recruiting of his own. He helped reel in guys like Southeast teammate DJ Foster while staying in contact with the other Nebraska recruits.
I'm pretty good friends with a lot of them already. Zach Darlington, he's already here, so we were actually just hanging out yesterday. So
he's definitely taken a big piece in this whole recruiting. Nebraska has to be thankful they got Luke because he's done a lot for us.
Coach Pelini does appreciate Gifford's effort, saying he likes when recruits help out after committing early. He also says it increases the entire potential of the class. For Star City Sports, I'm Andrew Ward.
Out of Coke and too lazy to go to the store? There's an easier option for you on the way. Coca-Cola announced today that it bought a 10% share in Green Mountain, which is introducing a new line of home soda makers. Coke products like Fanta, Sprite, and Powerade will appear in the new machines that will go alongside Green Mountain's Keurig single-serve coffee makers.
A Lincoln woman is headed to Vegas, and you might want to bet on her. 18-year-old Selena Kelly is going to compete for a national title in the Best Bagger competition. She has already won 2 grocery bagging competitions in Lincoln and Omaha and is hoping her skill with grocery items will get her to the top.
We're coming up on Tuesday. We'll have a completely different cast with different anchors and different franchises, so you don't want to miss that, do you, Megan?
Nope, right here live at 5. That's all we have for you today at Star City News. I'm Megan Williams.
And I'm Andrew Ward. Have a good night, Lincoln.